So friends, hello. Once again, good afternoon. And we are very happy to host you here at PandaDoc Investor Conference. Your applauses, yeah. So we are 2 minutes before start, and I would like kindly ask our investors to take the seats on the first row. And yeah, and another short question, whether all startups are here who are going to pitch today. I don't hear you. Okay, well, great. So let me pass the microphone to Mikita Mikada, who is co-founder and CEO of PandaDoc.
Hello, hello. My name is Mikita. I'm the CEO of PandaDoc. I want to start with what PandaDoc is. PandaDoc helps, at this point, close to 10,000 companies to close deals with electronic quotes, proposals, and contracts. We raised close to $20 million to date, which is a decent chunk of money by Belarusian standards. And the reason why we raised so much money is because we're a SaaS business. We acquire customers, then they pay us over the course of many, many years, and yada, yada, yada. But another thing that helps when you raise money is that you get to learn faster. You get to make a lot more mistakes when you have a lot more money in the bank. So for us, it was great because mine and my co-founders' goals when we were starting this business were to learn, make an impact, and have fun. And thanks to that, thanks to the acceleration of learning, we were able to get where we are today. We're very happy with where we are today. We're at 160 employees, more than 100 employees in Belarus, about 60 employees in the US. As I mentioned, we're close to 10,000 businesses using our product every day. And all that happened hugely thanks to us raising money. Now, what is this event about? Why did we decide to set it up? The reason why we decided to set up PandaDoc Investor Conference is because we want to share. We want to share our knowledge, our learnings. We want to share the opportunity for other companies, for other people in Belarus and the rest of Eastern Europe to have a shot at learning really fast, making an impact, and having a shit ton of fun. And that's why we brought in all of our major investors in this room who flew from all over the world, from Silicon Valley, from London, from New York. And yeah, that's why we made this application page, which a bunch of startups filled out. Unfortunately, we were not able to fit everyone in, and we had to select companies that hit a certain traction and are ready to raise a seed, Series A, Series B round. But we decided to set this all up so that other companies in Belarus can raise money, can learn, employees within those companies can make an impact, have fun, learn a ton of things, so that later those employees are able to start companies and do great things. And then what happens is that there's a domino effect. One company creates a bunch of other companies, a bunch of other companies create a bunch of other companies, and then finally you turn into something like Estonia, where you have very few people, but an amazing tech scene. And would that be awesome for Belarus? So that's what we really want to get out of this endeavor. With that, I'd like to introduce you to our investors, starting with Scott.
Hi, I'm Scott Irwin. Thank you. I'm from San Francisco. My firm's called Rembrandt Venture Partners. We invest in early and mid-stage B2B software companies exclusively. I've personally been doing this for 18 years and very excited about our involvement with PandaDoc and the progress the company's making, and look forward to hearing what you all have to say today. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Bakhrom Ibragimov. I run VC for EBRD Venture Capital. We have just doubled the VC fund to 200 million, and we invest in starting from Series A to growth equity. We really like Belarus. Love the scene here, and we're looking for more opportunities. So far, we made 2 investments in here. That's PandaDoc and Target Process, and we're looking for more. Thanks.
Yeah, Nam from Altos Ventures. We were the Series A investor in PandaDoc. And we've also invested in a company called Teslio out of Estonia, a company called Luhika out of Ukraine, which we sold a couple of years ago. Altos was founded in 1996, so we've been doing this for 22 years. We just passed $1 billion under management last year, or portfolio value. Our top companies are on track to generate close to $1 billion in EBITDA this year, so that's the thing that we're most proud of. You know, there's a lot of money-losing companies in venture capital these days. We like to invest in profitable companies, so that's the goal.
Good afternoon. My name is Leo DeLuna. I'm with Microsoft's venture fund. We're called M12. We are the early stage venture capital group from Microsoft. We're still relatively new. We're only 2 years old, so I helped join the group to start the fund. I'm based in New York, but in that short period of time, we've done 60 investments. So we're proud that Makita led us into an oversubscribed round. I think that's the hallmark of where I invest. We try to find the best entrepreneurs. We try to find the best co-investors. Scott and I have worked before together, and we've co-invested with Ho's fund before, and I've been doing venture capital since 1999. So I like to say we should take M12's money because we will get you unfair access to the best B2B assets in the world. So I hope you're delivering that promise, and terrific to be here, and we're so happy to support you folks here in Belarus.
And where's Team T? All right, we'll introduce Team T a little later. There's one more fund that made it to Minsk. Not only you get money when you raise from great investors, you also get help. You get advice, you get expertise. With Scott, we got a lot of knowledge about highly transactional B2B SaaS. And a few companies that are going to be presenting today have similar business models. With Bakhrom, we got a very good knowledge of Eastern European market and how things work here, and a lot of valuable advice on that topic. With Ho, who led our Series A, from Ho probably learned, I don't know, like I can write a book from what I learned from you. Just the general acumen of doing business. Like I knew nothing. I came to Silicon Valley without even a working visa, and that was about the time when you guys invested in PandaDoc. And Leo gets us to meet Satya Nadella and like pretty much anyone at Microsoft, which is pretty awesome for a relatively small startup. Like Microsoft is a $750 billion company, and the CEO of Microsoft gets to meet Makita. I find it quite fascinating. So we got a group of great investors, and I hope that this session is going to benefit the ecosystem that we all are trying to build in Belarus. We as a company are invested in this ecosystem. We truly hope that many, many companies are going to come out of what we're doing here. We really hope that some of our employees will start companies or join early stage startups that will grow and skyrocket at some point. To prove that thesis, I want to invite Alex Kruchenok, who is the guy behind our Android application and who is a co-founder of 80 Days Me. So, one of the former pandas.
Thank you, Mikita. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex, and I'm CTO of 80 Days Me. It's still small, but already a transnational company. We have users in more than 2,000 cities around the world. So, what we are doing? Actually, we're trying to disrupt this multi-billion-dollar market of traveling and redefine the way that people think about travel. Most of the time, nowadays, when people think about traveling to somewhere, they think, okay, we have vacation, we have a week, let it be, for example, Barcelona. We go to the Barcelona, chill a little, hang around a little, pack our stuff, get a plane, get back to our home, that's it. But what if, for the same amount of money, or even less, you get much more in terms of emotion and experience? You can have a cup of morning coffee on the promenade of Seine in Paris, and in a couple of next day you're able to have a shot of scotch in oldest distillery of Scotland. So we build a tour and travel experience like that. When you always going forward, and after a couple of cities, you get back to a point when you start. When we're crafting a tour, we pay special attention to small things that can be easily missed, but that can absolutely ruin your experience. Like morning flights, inconvenient airports. If you don't know the situation in the country, in the city, it's very easy to miss the things, but with us, we take care of that. We're doing this already on our website and on mobile app, and using our high-performant backend with elements of machine learning. And experience of our CEO who built 1,000 tours like that when he was manager of famous musical bands Vople Vida Plasova. He plans tours, so he understands the pain and actually situation in this field and how to do it properly. So our digits right now, we have around 50K from, I think, from 20 to 50K unique visitors, and from 500 to 5,000 daily active users. It's highly depends, because right now we not spend any money on marketing, but a lot of newspapers, magazines, websites write review about us, and this create huge load on our system. And I, as CTO, I'm especially proud that our system able to handle such load in a good way. So we develop our system in small steps, learning a lot from our users, from market situations. And for example, when we start, we think that partner commission model is good for us, but right now we understand that it's not fit, and we switch into service fee. We already implemented it, and it gives us much more opportunity to better serve our customers and much more money to spend on various marketing tools. Have plenty things to do these years. Some of them already implemented. For example, our CEO right now is in a worldwide tour. He running around the globe, and this tour with Paris, Iceland, then San Francisco, Seattle, Singapore, Bangkok. It's cost less than direct flight from Minsk to San Francisco. It costs around like $800. So our investors and advisory boards, our angel investors, Artem Gorny, have had multiple successful business in show business. And months ago, Andrei Kulik joined us. He Google employee, and co-founder of Imaguru company, who recently bought by Google. It was the first company in Belarus who bought by Google actually. Nicholas Davidov and Max Gurvits. He's, I think, rock stars of Russian-speaking and Ukrainian-speaking community in Silicon Valley, and I need to say thanks to Mikita as Belarusian. Okay. Just a moment. Right now we're raising a safe round for 20K. We already done for the half, so we open for if opportunities. If you want to details, I can provide you. Now I'm glad to answer your questions.
Okay, thank you very much. Your comments or questions? Should I suggest some water for you first? Just for you.
When you say your 500,000 initial sales, is that just the total GMV, the gross value of the ticket, not your commissions, right?
Yep, it's not our commission, but right now, as I said, we are switching from commission from the partners to service fee models that we will sell tickets by ourselves and include our service fee to the whole cost of the tour. So we sell a whole tour with one single ticket. User don't need to enter a lot of information on different websites. We take care of that, and it costs only for like 10 or 20 bucks.
How do you get your inventory? Do you crawl internet? Do you do scraping and kind of go around the scraping protection system?
We get information from different sources, like Kayak and Kiwi.com, and a little bit scraping, because not every flight providers actually wants to provide such information, but we have a way to actually do this.
Where is your CEO right now at his World Tour?
Right now he is in Silicon Valley. He going to Seattle at the Wednesday. So right now he was in this trip around the globe.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's go on, move on. And Storyline is on the stage.
Thanks.
Ready?
Hi everyone, I'm Vasily. I'm the founder and CEO of Storyline. We make it easy to create apps for Amazon Alexa without writing code. There are 50 million smart speakers in the US households today. This number quadrupled just in the past year. That means that now 1 in 6 Americans has a smart speaker device in their home. We've been growing 50% months over months for the last 9 months, and we grew by 18% just in the past week alone. With that kind of growth, I'm really excited to share that one of every 5th app that gets published to the Alexa store right now is being published through Storyline. Apps that people build on Storyline are remarkable. Thanks to that, they've been able to achieve that kind of growth. They're on track to hit 500,000 monthly sessions in June. We are one of the foremost experts in the Alexa apps. And let me tell you a little secret that we learned. Most people think of Alexa as another software platform, like the smartphone or the web. That's not true, because the most popular apps in Alexa are not the apps that let you chat with friends or browse your social networks. The most popular apps are content apps, the apps that play you soothing music when you're tired, the apps that you can use to play trivia games with your family over dinner, the apps that can read your kid a story when she goes to bed. Our unique insight is that these applications are really just content. And you don't have to be an engineer to create these types of apps. That is why Alexa is much more similar to YouTube than to an iPhone. To be great on YouTube, you have to create amazing content. To be great on Alexa, you have to produce amazing content as well. Alexa is going to be a platform that's dominated by great content creators, and Storyline will power all of their apps, just like YouTube powers all videos. Together with my co-founder Max, we've been building apps for Alexa for 2 years already. We previously started and sold a software agency together that did work for clients like Citibank and the largest retailers in Europe. We're Storyline. We make it easy to create apps for Amazon Alexa without writing code. We've been growing by 50% months over months for the last 9 months, and we grew by 18% just in the past week alone. We just graduated from Y Combinator class of this winter, and we also raised the seed round right after that. We consider raising Series A rounds in 12 to 18 months from now, and we already have a pipeline of investors interested in working with us. So if you guys are interested too, let's chat. Thank you.
Excellent. Amazing. Please come back on the stage.
Q&As, come on.
Yeah, comments, questions, right? Yeah.
So what does the product do?
It's a visual tool. It's a website where you can log in and create an app for Amazon Alexa. That's it.
And does it host the app and it's
Yes,
in production?
exactly. So we serve as a backend for all apps that are being created. That's really cool because there is kind of like a vendor lock-in here where we serve as a vendor, and these guys, they cannot switch to some other solution.
And are you charging at this point?
Yes, we do charge. We have a pro plan, and we're making like almost 2K a month.
So it's a very impressive growth in number of apps. How do you, with so many apps, how does a consumer figure out which app they want to use, download? I mean, how do you discover in this kind of a visual, there's no visual platform, right, to find apps?
So you have Amazon Alexa, right?
I have like a dozen of them.
Yeah, this is actually one of the most important problems in Alexa, and Amazon is trying to solve that by implementing some sort of natural discovery. So for example, when you say like, Alexa, my t-shirt is dirty, Alexa can recommend you some specific skill that is located near you. So for example, like a tide skill or something like that. Or a good example of that would be Alexa, order some flowers, and Alexa can recommend a skill for that specific task. So they just released that, I think 3 weeks ago, and I think this is going to be like a really huge deal in terms of discovery. But right now, if you go to Amazon.com, there is like an app store of where all these apps are, and yeah, you can find them there. All right.
And so you say 2K a month. So what do they pay you for? Is it based on usage or?
So we do charge a subscription. So we basically allow them, do you know what flash briefing is on Alexa? So we basically allow them to schedule their content upfront for the whole month, for example. So they don't log into Storyline every day to create a new post for their flash briefing skill. So they pay us for that.
Thank you so much. Maybe more comments and questions from the audience? No? Sorry. Rocket Data. We are welcoming you on the stage. This is yours. No, just a moment.
Hello, everybody. My name is Daria Danilova, and I'm the CEO of Rocket Data. I want to start with a short story. Our team, the previous project of our team was the Belarusian web page, Yellow Pages website. And we noticed that every day hundreds of mails from our users were coming to our support team saying that there is incorrect address in your website, there is incorrect telephone, there is incorrect working hours of the business. And we suddenly understood that there is a huge problem that businesses every day lose a lot of money because of missing information, because of incorrect information about them all over their popular digital services. Generally speaking, there are a lot of different sources of information about every business. There is different navigating system, as online maps, yellow pages, websites, different pages in social networks, and business itself controls only a small part of these sources. And there is a lot of information that is incorrect, that is missing. There are a lot of reviews there that businesses have never seen and never answered. So we decided to build our project. This is Rocky Data AO is a service that helps businesses to manage their online presence, distribute the correct information all over the popular digital services, and work with the reviews all over these services. We launched in February. We have only 3 months of operating history, but we have a good traction. We double our revenue every month, and we triple our MRR every month. We can't say that it is a sustainable business model, but it is the traction from the first month. We have a pretty good revenue, low costs of acquisition, and a good good level of profit margin. Nowadays, we work in Russian and Belarusian markets, and we have 2 segments of clients. This is the first segment is enterprise clients with a lot of locations. This is retail client, retail banks, service companies. This is all our paying clients that we have got during this 3 months period. And the second type of our clients is digital agencies that use our service to help micro businesses to distribute correct information in the internet about the small businesses. The potential market is large. It is estimated about $10 billion US, and there are several competitors in the world. The biggest one is Yext. It is an American company with a valuation more than $1.6 billion sign-up overall and more. But all these companies together share revenue with about $200 million US, and it is only 2% of the global market. So we have a very experienced team. Different members of our team founded several successful Belarusian projects. Also, altogether, we have made on internal market Yellow Pages website with revenue more than $1 million US. And our plans this year, we want to earn $300,000 US. In the next year, 2 million. Now we're working in Russian and Belarusian market, but this year we want to enter the United States market, and next year European market. So we are looking for advice and opportunities to grow nowadays. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Feedback?
So you highlighted well-established competition. What are your points of differentiation?
Can you repeat the question?
How are you different from the competitors, the well-established competitors?
The biggest part of our competitors deal in the USA market. There are a lot of markets that have no competition. Now we deal with markets that have no competitors at all. But also we plan to enter the United States markets. We use completely another technology if compare us with our competitors. So they deal with the information aggregators, and their pricing structure includes a big fees to these partners. We do the direct integrations, so we are totally free in pricing of our product. So that's the difference.
And sorry, what do you mean by direct integration?
What?
You said direct integration. What do you mean by that?
We make direct integration with Google My Business, with Foursquare, for example. With every website, we distribute information. Our competitors deal with several data aggregators, for example, like Factual. They deal only with them. So they can work only in the countries where their partners do their business. And also they have, in their pricing structure, they have a lot of fees to these partners. So their prices are rather high. In our markets, we can deal with 10 times lower prices, 20 times lower prices.
They're impressed. Thank you very much. And the next one will be. How is correct? Afais.
Okay. Hello, my name is Stas. I'm the CEO of afais.com and okay. I'm CEO of afais.com. We are a company which provides B2B SaaS solution for creating affiliate networks. I hope you know something about affiliate networks and performance marketing. I'm going to tell you about our company, and Mikita asked me to start from our current metrics. So for now, we have an IRR $3.7 million. We serve 200 billion clicks per month. We have 400 plus paying customers from everywhere from the world. We have churn rate less than 2%. We have 56 employers, including one cat in Vilnius office. And we had a customer LTV more than $11,000. It's a bit about our history. We reached 100,000 IRR in 2016 with no sales reps at all. The second important thing, but we reached 2.5 million IRR in 2017, again with almost no sales reps. So we are growing without sales reps, and only now we have a full team, which allows us to grow. Our plans for this year is to reach 10 million IRR, to cover India and China market, and to invest in product. A bit about marketing cap. Affiliate market cap is going to be from $10 to $15 billion till the end of 2020, and SaaS affiliate tracking platforms market cap is going to be $500 million till the end of 2020. Here are some graphs which showing that this market is growing, and it's extremely growing in India and Southeast Asia. Okay, we have two major competitors. It's HasOffers and GetCake. According to HasOffers presentations, we are making about $100 million in revenue last year, and GetCake is a public company, so we know exactly that we made about $24 million USD last year. And there are some other competitors, but they are much smaller than us. Here the time to speak about the problem. Is there any problem to solve? And here I must tell you a short story about our company, about the founders. The founders is me and my co-founder Dmitry Zotov, who is the CEO of our company. We have more than 15 years experience in affiliate marketing each. We launched several affiliate networks in every type of business, starting from casinos and ending with mobile CPI. Personally, I founded Zorka Mobi, one of the biggest player on CIS market in mobile marketing. And every time we started a new affiliate program, we met the same problems. The tracking platforms are inefficient and old. They have pricing models which doesn't allow to use all traffic sources. We have outdated business processes and so on. So we had a dream to rock this industry by creating our own solution, to pay special attention to pricing model, to automation, and so on. So we created Afais. And we are growing rapidly. What we are looking, we are a cash positive company. We do not need money right now. We have everything we need to reach 10 million IRR till the end of this year. But we do understand that we may need money next year for more epic growth. I guess it will be from $5 to $10 million. And for now, we are looking friends. We are looking expertise in operating such fast-growing companies, and we are looking for expertise in China market and some expertise in merging and acquisition of companies, because we have some ideas about buying of one of our major competitor and to cut its cost greatly by using our technology. So that's it.
Thank you so much.
If you have any questions, it's time.
In case you have any.
What's your gross margin, and what is the geographical distribution of customers?
We have customers from all over the world, from India, from US, even from New Zealand. Our main market for now is India, then CIS market, and after that is Tel Aviv and something like that. We have offices in Minsk, in Vilnius, in Tel Aviv, and sales office in India for now. And it's hard to say about our gross margin. I guess it's about 10 or 12% from our revenue for now. But we are growing, and our costs are staying at the same position because it's only now.
This customers pay for software.
Yes.
So the gross margin is like 80-90%.
Ah, yeah. You're correct. I am nervous. It's my first speech, actually.
Sorry, I didn't get this. So customers. This
So
is
our
affiliate
gross margin
network?
about 90%. So
Okay.
we spent on hosting costs like 10% of our revenue for now. But this going to be decreasing because a year ago we paid for hosting about 20% of our revenue. And the bigger we became,
The reason the question is asked is because there's no affiliate payments in 3.7 billion.
Affiliate pay.
There's no affiliate payments in 3.7 billion.
Yeah.
It's your revenue.
Yes.
So it's not marketing spend. This 3.7 mil, that's not a marketing
It's
spend by
IRR.
customers. Okay.
It's IRR. Our revenue is about, for now, is about 400,000 per month.
Okay. Good. Thanks.
And can you give us an example of maybe a typical or a large Indian customer, what they're doing?
It's a big Indian affiliate network who works solely on Indian market because Indian market is pretty big and it's pretty close from other sides of the world. So we opened offices there and they started using us. So it's a big affiliate program, Indian affiliate program. They promote mobile apps, for example, and they earn money from each installation of this app.
And do you have an idea of the transaction volume that your customers are doing through your software?
Yes, we know exactly the transactions volumes.
Can you tell us?
I guess no.
Okay.
You know, we are storing lots of information. We are serving, as I said, we are serving 200 billion clicks per month, and we store all the information about these clicks. We know from which site or from which advertising platform they came from. We know everything about them. So this is the next step of our product is to find something, to find a way how we can sell this data or something like this. How can we use this data in another of our products and so on?
So how do your customers find out about this solution? How do they? You have a lot of inbound,
you know, it's very close market, so everyone is knowing everyone, and we just noticed that some of players of the market start using our solution, so they look what is this solution, and they came to us. And for now, we used only one channel of distribution of our solution. It's because we do not have the whole team of sales reps, so we were selling only through visiting conferences. We took a booth in affiliate conferences, and that's it. And about 100 clients came us from such conferences, from such first conference even.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank
You
you.
impressed us very much. So the next one is going to be localize. Rap musician team. This is yours.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon.
Ready?
I'm happy to be here in Minsk. And so, Localize. Localize is a typical B2B SaaS platform or the tool for mostly developers, but basically for any teams, tech-savvy teams who develop the software. It could be a game, a mobile app, a website, a standalone software, a smart home, or anything where you have text. And mostly this is like UI text, but it could be also like some content. And there we have a localization process where like 3 parties are involved. These are product owners, copywriters, these are software developers and translators. And what localize does, it basically, first it provides 200 different features to all the parties involved. Second, it automates the process, so the process happens as efficient as possible. And third, what is the most important in our case, is that we minimize the involvement of software developers. So it's a question for you, how you would like to devote your resources, whether to develop a core product or to substitute a tool or utility which is available in the market. Localize actually started as an internal product, which we were developing for our own like app, mobile app, because we didn't like what the market offered. But that was 3 years ago, and since then we were fully focused on our like last product. Okay, here we go. It's to the left, to the right. Okay, it involves 3 parts. One is a collaborative editor. The next one is integration with your development environment. It's a GitHub, GitLab, Amazon service, whatever. And finally, we have some delivery mechanism to your final like product or like product environment. It's like you started very easy, so it takes a couple of hours max for your developers to integrate localize into your process. And there, like you start with your localization files, which you upload to localize with different means. Second, like you translate either with your translators in-house or like order translations through us, or like invite your agencies or crowdsourced translators. And finally, we have, again, different delivery mechanism to the products that you develop. We are fully bootstrapped. We now have 420 paying clients, and these are like really any size, and you know most of the names. So like these are most developed like tech teams all over the world, and they're coming from New Zealand to Hawaii. So it's like a 24 hours like coverage, and they're like we divide them into 3 segments. These are like startups, the web studios who develop products for their clients, and global and regional enterprises. And there it's either it's a small department of an enterprise who are using localize, or like just whole company who are using us. Like this is a recent example, Revolut. They came to us in September, and since then they added 6 more languages, and they ended up as a like unicorn. So their last valuation was $1.7 billion. And they're like what they've been using is they've been using Excel spreadsheets. So like it's a question how you devote your time and your resources, and Revolut choosing us. And finally, like in a few months, they added more users all over the world. They tripled the number of the users, so they could be able to value them that high. Again, so our competitors are Excel spreadsheets. It's what developers teams use it mostly, and where they waste time, and which is basically a shame into the 21st century. It's a very bad substitute for a proper translation tool. Second, the building like teams are building internal dashboards. It's an extension of a database where have some like entry interface for like different translations. It's also a shame, again, they're like substituting or creating a surrogate instead of like spending some like few bucks on a proper tool. And third, these are like translation platforms similar to ours, but the difference is that we are targeting software developers, and we were software developers from the beginning. And these guys who like we're competing with in translation platforms, these are like they have a translation agency past. So they have a different mindset. They're not developers. They don't know what developers need, and they give a lot of bullshit to them, which we do not. So like imagine you upload your file, and then on any translation platform besides ours, you cannot change the base language. Just like because there have been translation agents before, they're only translating.
It's time out.
Okay, so like my message here is Sooner or later, we'll be raising funds. It will be either a late seed or A series. And the second part is that we are also a startup, and we offer like good deals to startups. And here we'll give 6 months free usage of all the features to any startup that mentions PandaDoc conference. Thank you.
Great.
I would think that this market is very fragmented. What is the average revenue per user that you can? What's your average?
We now have $100 in subscription a month, which is 1.2 K a year. But we are basically not only acquiring more users, more clients, but we're increasing the check. We have a variable mechanism how we can charge. We charge also based on monthly active users if they're using our delivery mechanism, which bypasses the App Store and Google Play. And we'll also be developing A/B testing for localization, and there we'll be able to charge websites based on monthly visitors to the website.
So at the moment, you said 1,500 per year per customer.
Exactly, yes. But we think that like a typical software team can spend $300-500 on a good developer tool, which we do ourselves. We spend $500 on intercom. We spend like $500 in app queues, which are onboarding tool. So like if it creates value, then it's no question for a software team. So like finally, maybe for a final call, it will be a mix of B2B sales, enterprise-driven or like self-service, and our hope is also to be kind of like GitHub of localization. So we'll aim at software developers because they don't know how to localize. So we'll do webinars and conferences and coders conferences and education and articles as well. Because like it's a small pain, but it happens every day. And then like again, like frustrated developers will leave you if they need to copy from Excel to your code. So we'll, like nobody wants it.
There are a lot of service providers that do this sort of without technology, more manual labor kind of a thing. Do you work with any of those folks as maybe a channel partner?
We try to, but it takes time. You know, like also they're old-fashioned. And we've been selling to several enterprises to these channels, and it took us a while instead of credit card payment.
More comments? Questions? Thank you very much. Thank you, and we're inviting eggsdraft. Yeah, you're ready. This is yours as well.
Thank you.
Ready?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. For a moment there, I thought I will be pitching after the 4 million IRR company, and that was really a bad moment for me. My name is Yuri Zaremba, and I'm the CEO and founder at eggsdraft. And for the last 6 years, I was a lawyer. And I know that businesses start, run, and die with documents. And I'm quite sure that each of you has at least 10 documents on your desk every week or even more. So each of these documents is drafted by a person. And it usually takes them 30 to 40 minutes, and they often make mistakes, which is sad. And what if you had a tool to allow your team to draft a document 10 times faster with no mistakes? And that's where eggsdraft comes in. Eggsdraft is an online document assembly solution which allows you to get a perfect document every time in less than 4 minutes. It's already used by more than 400 users in 5 countries in Europe, including such titans as British American Tobacco and Carlsberg. With eggsdraft, you just need to answer a few simple questions and add data, which is then automatically transferred to all other documents within the system. And then, just like with a touch of magic, you get your document instantly straight to your computer, fully confidential, in your favorite Microsoft Word format. So, and people love it actually, because they use it a lot, and we have helped our users to generate more than 700 documents just last month. It's been a bumpy ride, but we have been growing months and months since day one. And this is, in my opinion, our most important metrics because it shows that our users are creating more and more documents every day with eggsdraft, and they rely on it more and more. So we sell eggsdraft B2B to law firms and in-house legal counsels, and we estimate this market to be around $25 billion in Europe alone. We monetize eggsdraft by selling a subscription on a per-user basis, and we plan to create additional revenue streams from selling automation services and having commission on deals concluded on our internal marketplace. Of course, as any good product, eggsdraft has competitors, but none of them has claimed the market at the moment, and we believe we can fight with them by having superior technology with huge machine learning potential and having a very good in-depth understanding of the industry. Today, eggsdraft is an online document assembly solution, but this is just a start. In 1 month, we will allow our users not only to draft automated templates, but to trade automated templates with one another. And our ultimate goal is to create an AI algorithm able to draft documents on its own without human involvement. Of course, it sounds a bit far-fetched, but we have been collecting data to achieve that goal since day one. And currently, we have enough data to do the first step in that direction, which would be predictive machine learning to assist you in drafting in 3 months. Our core team consists of 2 people. My brother is our CTO. He has more than 5 years of software development experience, including working for Booking.com. And in addition to that, he has a master's degree in applied mathematics, material sciences, and quantum physics. I'm just a lawyer here, but one of the recommended lawyers in Ukraine. There are quite a few of them. So I understand the industry, and I know how people work with documents. We have successfully raised pre-seed round before, and currently we are looking for additional financing to expand our product internationally. And if you believe that in the future, people will not do mistakes and will draft documents automatically, and I think you do because you have invested in PandaDoc before, then maybe eggsdraft will be a next great opportunity for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Perfect Message. Okay, Leo probably.
Can you explain to us how you anticipate the machine learning working?
Yeah, so at this stage, we are collecting 2 categories of data. These are automated templates from our users with thousands of possible options of development. And in addition to that, their behavior with these templates. So basically, we understand what clauses they are choosing, in which cases, and having these 2 categories of data, we will be able to draft, basically the machine learning will predict what would be your next choices with the documents, what clause you will choose subsequently after each your choice. And each choice will make the further prediction more accurate. That's basically our first step.
Thanks.
I understood that you're focusing on the legal side. So is there any kind of law structure that you're addressing at the moment? Is it common law? Are you doing right now common UK law?
No. That's a very important point. Thank you for raising this. We do not require lawyers to scale. We are a software, and we automate the templates which we get from our users. So we have automated documents, common law, German law system. We have clients in Poland, Switzerland. We have automated English law SPAs for Ukrainian law firms. So we don't require lawyers.
So when you say that you kind of help eliminate mistakes, what kind of mistakes are we talking about? Are we talking about
the technical mistakes, when you forget to delete the data from the contract when you use a previous template, or when you choose a wrong clause, or when you choose, for example, that there need to be a guarantor in the agreement, and it means that you need to add 5 different clauses in the contract and an additional signature page, and your junior associates forgets to do that. He adds 4 clauses but misses the 5th one. Well, with eggsdraft, you don't have that, because you just choose, I want a guarantor in my agreement, and you get all the necessary clauses instantly.
So like examples of documents? You could do an NDA or a term sheet, things like that. Can you just crank?
Yeah,
like,
sure,
a
sure.
bunch of these
So
term
at the moment, I think 70% of our automated documents are corporate. We are doing board minutes, general shareholders meetings minutes, intra-group share transfer agreements, English law SPAs, guarantee and indemnity agreements. The second category would be purchase contracts, especially with the external suppliers. And the third category are actually claims. So for some of our clients, we are automating standard claims for enforcement of indebtedness or collection of debt, or just typical claims to courts, like to postpone a hearing or something like that. So yeah, the software can automate any document, but our current case studies show 70% corporate, 30% everything else, but it's changing.
How many documents does your system need to review before it gets to a point of accuracy? So I think it is training data.
Yeah, that's a good question. We have not started implementing machine learning at the moment, so we still need to test it to give you an accurate answer. We assume that having at least 1,000 of different possible options of document with 20,000 of records of behavior, we would be able to start doing something. I cannot give you like a very specific prediction at the moment, but we have this data at the moment, so we will try, and in 3 months I can answer this question more accurately.
So right now it's more rules-based.
Yes, now it's rule-based, and we are using the advantages which it gives to lawyers being rule-based to get the data. Any further questions?
Nice presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. And the next one team, Resume.io.
All right. Hello. I'm one of the co-founders of Resume.io, and I bet everyone here has a resume, or at least tried to do it once. Usually people just do it in Word, but Microsoft Word wasn't designed for creating resumes, right? So it's kind of hard. UI is clunky, hard to use, really hard to format. Yeah, I bet. So we created Resume.io. Resume.io is a resume builder, which allows you quickly create a resume. We have a really simple UI, 12 beautiful templates, and which is more important, we actually help you to write a resume. Resume.io suggests you what kind of section you should add, and what kind of content is more important. If you are not a native speaker, you can send your resume to resume review service, and our resume writers will check it and tell you what, like, highlight your weak points in your resume and suggest you what kind of content you should add. We started 2 years ago. In 5 weeks, we had working MVP and the first sale. After 12 months, we were running profit, and right now we have annual run rate of $4 million. Our business model is pretty simple. We're a subscription-based company, and we offer a 7-day trial for our users, and after that they move to monthly subscription of $25. Here are our metrics. Our LTV is $40. Cost of acquisition $16, and we're growing pretty fast. Like during last month, we grew our MRR 30%. So acquisition is pretty straightforward. We have 70% of our traffic is paid ads over Google AdWords and other sources. 50% is our affiliate program, and the rest is SEO, SMM, and blog. We heavily invest in B2B right now, so we are really working with our affiliates, and we have 30 members right now, and we have new inquiries every week. We're also partnering really soon with major job boards like ZipRecruiter and Indeed and Monster. And what is more important, people love it. In February, we launched on Product Hunt and got third product of the month. And you know what? Resume.io is the most upvoted resume builder on Product Hunt. So let's talk about geography a little bit. Resume.io was created to scale from the beginning. Our infrastructure allows us to spin up localized versions of Resume.io in different countries.
So
right now we have 6 countries connected, including United States, Netherlands, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, and Spain.
While United States
makes most of the income right now, more than 50%, other countries really catch up. For example, Norway is doing 72 euros LTV comparing to $40 in the United States.
As for fundraising,
we are seeking for investments of $1.5 million for exchange of 10% of the company.
We're planning
to use this money for
opening
sales office in the United States
and also
working really hard
on
B2B side
with the
contracts
with the
universities and job boards.
Here's our
roadmap.
Really soon in the midsummer, we're launching Resume.io 2.0. And then we start working hard on B2B side, integrating with the job boards,
selling white label version of
Resume.io to universities.
And
by the end of
second quarter
of the next
year, we plan to double our annual run rate.
Here's our team.
We have 3 co-founders. Our CEO is Ben Holstone from Netherlands.
He's really
expert in
marketing.
What is really strong about our team is that 2 of our co-founders are actually engineers with a really good sense of design. And our B2B advisor right now, Richard Fuller,
former
PandaDoc
VP of
Sales.
And
yeah,
I think this
is it.
So it's a very impressive growth rate. What kind of churn rate are you seeing in your subscriptions?
Right now, our churn rate is around 38%. We know this is kind of a big deal, so this is a problem, and we are working hard on it. Recently, we introduced resume sharing feature, which to keep our customers, and after that we are planning to grow this feature to allow our users to create personal websites like About Me and other services do it. And we believe that this thing will help us a lot with the churn rate because it actually gives a lot of value to our product.
That was my question, Ho. Thanks very much.
I assume it's a high churn business.
It's true, right. Are there, do you have the ability with so many resumes to, it's not network effects, but the ability to see things that work well and resonate well? Or are you able to close the loop and see resumes that you put, what is the conversion rate for a job or application rate or some form of feedback? I'm just seeing as a test to see why how do I know your resumes are better? So it could be metrics like more responses from the employer or other type of metrics. So how do you think about that?
Oh, I get it. Yeah, we do customer development time to time and ask our users how they think about our product, how they think about Resume.io comparing to other resume builders, and they just say most of the time they say that it's a lot better in something like that. But we don't have any specific metric right now. We don't measure how many people got hired using Resume.io. But we think of the ways how to work on that, but this task is not so simple.
You mentioned that you have a sign-up subscription-based model, but a regular person would apply for a job at least at best once a year. Why would he need to sign up for your service right now? I mean, you mentioned about the profile in the future.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. But we tested a lot of kind of pricing models, and our CEO had working on resumes for a long time. And it turned out that subscription works best. And sometimes people not seeking for a job like for 2 weeks, usually it's around 3 months. We look what our competitors do, and most of the services, like really successful services, they also do subscription. Yeah, just works better.
Thank you.
It's good to see your product development roadmap for the next couple of quarters. What do you think longer term, what are the kind of, what's your product vision longer term, right? Where can it evolve? Is there possibility to launch some enterprise related product as well?
We are just starting with the B2B right now, just doing some interviews with the potential partners. So we really betting on this, on B2B, but it's really hard to say where it will lead us. We have 3 main channels, like where we want to work. The first one is partnering with universities and selling white labeled version, but we didn't talk to anyone from university yet. So it's really hard to say what value they can get from Resume.io. We have some expectations, like that universities want to know what happens to their students, what they do once they graduate, where do they go. They really need this data, but we don't know exactly what data it should be, in what form. Another channel is integration with job boards. For instance, one of our big competitors, resume.com, was acquired by Indeed. It happened like a month ago, maybe. So we see a lot of potential working with the big job boards like Indeed, Monster, ZipRecruiter. And the next thing, we have some emails from HR agencies asking for, like, hey, we use your service for making resume to send it like to the company. And how can we maybe have a deal together so we could have like white labeled version of Resume.io for our agency or something.
Thank you so much. 2 teams left, and Expressia.
Thank you. All right. Hello, my name is Irwin, and I would like to present to you our product Expressia. But before we are going to do that, let's speak about problem, or actually, let's say problems. I do think that you all experienced or thought like seeing something like that in your life, probably. If you haven't, these are real pictures. We can continue looking at them, because that's not the only one that you can see. There are a lot of them around us, and when I say a lot of them, there are actual ATM machines. People know how to deal with that. You see, they know what to do with that, but it seems like all these products, all these services, they were not built for humans, or at least not keeping people in mind. And that drives me really crazy. So what I believe is that the problem is that all these products were not designed for humans. And there are plenty of reasons for that. At least there are some, like people are not aware that they should build products for people. Some aware, but they don't know what to do. And some aware know what to do, but they don't have enough resources. And some people do know everything, but they don't have proper tools. So we were targeting on them. And we knew all the reasons, not only when we started our company, not only because we were just users as you are, but also I founded a company more than 5 years ago, which was a user experience agency. So we started doing that for companies. Then we understood that it's better to have like more margin, more scale. So we started teaching people. And after, I think, 1,000 people that we taught here in Belarus of human-centric design and so on and so forth, we understood that we don't have enough margin yet to influence the world. So that's how 3 years ago we launched Expressia, or how they say in Finland, Expressia, if you want. Oops, sorry, bad slide. So this is our team actually that is currently working on the solution. So I'm not doing that alone. And speaking about the solution, it is an online platform that helps you to build an excellent user experience via using such techniques as customer journey mapping, personas, impact mapping, and so on and so forth. And that's just it's now. But speaking about the vision. Hold a moment for vision. So business model, our current business model, it's online SaaS platform. It is subscription based. So we have forever free plan. We have monthly and annual subscriptions. And we do have already low touch customers, high touch customers. So we are half a year ago, we started selling to enterprises. And yes, we are selling to small businesses, B2B. And we have a model called B2C2B. That means that we are bypassing head of, let's say, finance or IT directors. We are going inside from the bottom and then entering the company. So our mission actually is to help organizations and teams that building products or services, help them to be more human-centric. And I'm ex-developer, so I hope you guys, at least part of you, also know what IDE stands for. So our one of the, let's say, part of the vision is to build the IDE, but not for developers, but for user experience professionals, for service design professionals, for marketing professionals, and other people who are designing or improving products and so on. So in 2017, we had a 5x growth in IRR. Same was in previous year. We are planning that for this year as well. We did increase some metrics as well, like our LTV increased by almost by 5 times. Our IRR since the January of 2017 increased more than 7 times. Speaking about the market, so I am pretty sure that you guys know Argonne Research. So they plan for, let's say, customer journey mapping, just for customer journey mapping, like 5 billion, and that's not the only market that we are targeting on. And the growth is like 5x times starting from previous year. So we do have competitors, and we know how to deal with them. We are not only now having a big user base, more than 50K users, so we are constantly talking to them, receiving their feedback. We also have some secret sauce, and we are in a really good company, so a lot of teams from the following companies use our tool. We've even been contacted by Forrester by themselves, and they included us into one of their reports. So what we are looking for is... Thank you. That's the last slide.
Yeah.
So I will just leave you alone with reading that. So we would like to speed up, not the 5 times, but 10 times with investment. And this is the things that we are going to do, and with that money. And I also need a new motorbike as well. So if you guys do care about the products and services and them being more human-centric for you, let's talk.
Great. Your comments, questions?
When a customer buys your software, how should they justify ROI?
Of buying our software. So they do that by calculating the number of hours that they're saving for their workforce, for their people working on designing new products. So we've been reported that it saves probably from 3 to 4 times they are cutting their costs on creating, let's say, customer journey maps or personas or whatever else. So that's how they can calculate it.
The prior slide had your customers. Those are some of your customers in the prior slide.
Which one?
You had a bunch of big customers. I'm surprised your ASP is so low. You have so many big customers.
I would rather say, once again, I would like to stress that. So we have teams from the following companies that use our product. That's how we're entering like B2C2B. And once we are there, once they can't live without us in a year or two, like we're gonna sell to them.
Do you have any salespeople?
Yes, I am. So we have me.
So what's your revenue?
Current RR? 250. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now I'm inviting Steepshot. This is a blockchain-powered project team and startup team.
Hello, everyone. Give me a second. No, that's the end of the presentation. Hello, everyone. My name is Pavel, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Steepshot, which is a platform that allows users to share pictures, images with their friends, and they receive rewards in cryptocurrency for doing that. Our project has users from 150 different countries. There are more than 7,000 users at the moment that are using our app monthly. We have around 25-30 retention rate, which is for a period of 30 days. We have already helped earn our clients around $1.5 million equivalent in cryptocurrency. This is our team, and most of the team are developers, and there are many blockchain developers also in the team, and people that are doing product and marketing. Our vision is to become an Uber for mobile photography, meaning that you are able to share picture and rewards for that, and also allow other person or company to actually purchase a license for a picture and use it. However, why isn't there any Uber for mobile photography right now? Is it because it's the bad quality of mobile phones and the photos? No, it's not the case. Actually, the problem is that most pictures that are generated with mobile phones are not really suitable for the commercial usage. And that's because mobile and professional photographers are really different. Because mobile photographers, they usually generate lower number of pictures, they have lower retention, they are posting to not popular categories, which are popular among clients. They know very little about their customers, they post pictures that are specific for a region, not for global clients. And there are also issues that are for not only for mobile, but also for professional photographers, like fees, very large fees in photo stocks, like up to 80%, and unexpected income, so you never know when the sale is going to happen. So the necessary requirements for an Uber in mobile photography is to have an economic incentives for users that share, in order to share more pics, to significantly decrease the fees, and to provide high quality search for that large amount of content. So the solution is to create a D app, which is called Vim, and to integrate it into Steepshot that will allow the economy to motivate and incentivize the users to sort of share more pictures. So the economic model works the following. There is a content creator that shares picture, and there is a client that could buy picture using the specific token that will be distributed among some of the clients initially. And this token is going to provide zero free commission transfer. So they will be able to pay zero fees instead of 80% to the system. That could happen because we are building on EOS blockchain, which is a delegated proof of stake consensus blockchain, and provides a zero fees transactions. Also, there is some inflation to the label generators that will have incentives to generate labels for pictures and allow to build an AI search on top of that. So I guess that's it. Thank you very much, and looking forward to have questions.
Thank you. Any comments, questions? Could you describe in some words about your product? Steepshot, first of all.
Yeah, so in short, it's a decentralized Instagram. So you're able to share a picture and earn some rewards if people like your picture. in very short.
Can you explain how you, like maybe at a non-technical level, how you've implemented blockchain and what products or tools you use?
Yeah, so basically right now we're working on top of one of the existing public blockchains, which is called Steam. It is also based on the delegated proof of stake consensus algorithm, and it also allows to earn rewards based on the reward pool that is generated out of the inflation. So there's a token inflation, it fills the reward pool distributes the rewards among the authors based on the user decisions in upvotes. So they upvote and they decide who's gonna get the reward. That's how it works at the moment. Any other questions?
Well,
thank you.
Before Mikita will share some closing remarks, I would like to invite all of you for a PandaDoc networking party downstairs, because we invited best startup founders, Belarus startup ecosystem and VC ecosystem builders, great tech talent and good people today, and they're looking forward to talk to you, to meet with you. So, and Mikita.
Yeah, so thank you everyone for sitting through the whole thing. It is summer in Belarus, so you know it's pretty challenging. Every time I come down here, the quality of the company is just going up and up and up and up. So hopefully soon we're gonna have future Facebooks and Googles, you know, pitching investors from all over the world. So thanks a lot, y'all. We're gonna hang out downstairs. Come grab us, right? And ask us questions. If you have a project, unfortunately it'll make it to the show, we're gonna be here. So anything you want. Thank you guys.
Thank you.